Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Summer Session 2020 here at SUNY Geneseo. My name is Bob Boyd, and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. Some general information to acquaint you with how the course runs and how to navigate it successfully. So one, I would like to start by welcoming you. Second, is everything that we cover in a full semester class is covered in 6 weeks. Don't take any shortcuts. So then it means you need to plan your work and know when deliverables are due. I'm always available to meet virtually. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. Everything you need will be housed in Canvas in one spot. So any links that may take you elsewhere are all in Canvas. Work is organized by modules, which is a theme of different topics and how they're covered, so that things tie together by modules. I have indicated when you should work on the modules, which week, and then how long everything will take. So when you go in, and we'll show you this in a moment, the activity will tell you how long it is. I'm going to do weekly updates, just like this, so that you know what's coming up in the what you should be focusing on. The learning process is going to be connected to what's happening in the world today, not just about book learning. And that's an important thing as you go forward with this, because it may appear that I am very disorganized at times. But going through a crisis, this pandemic, which has a financial impact, economic impact, how you manage people. So I'm going to start bringing things into the equation as we go, so that you can see what's going on in the world today and make sense of it within the context of an academic course. And as a result, this class has a lot of thinking involved. Okay? Not just memorization, but thinking. Based on my experience with online learning, and I've been doing this for a number of summers, I have found that students prefer lectures that are in 15 to 20 minute hunks. Okay? Not an hour, 90-minute lectures. So where it may look like there's a lot of videos, a lot of stuff to do, you're going to find most of them are fairly short. And that's based on attention span that as adult learners, we can only focus so long. And just think, if you were in a classroom and you had a professor lecturing for 90 minutes or 75 minutes or 50 minutes or an hour, you would probably lose interest fairly quickly. So this is just a way to help you manage your time and to hopefully increase your learning. The other thing you're going to find is a lot of charts and pictures in my lectures. That's because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So sort of look at them to get a sense of what is it that I'm trying to say. Just like this little thing over here, general information. That's what we're talking about today. I want to start by impact of COVID-19, because it's very real. And we've all been impacted by it. And I think I would suggest to you that we've all been traumatized. And trauma results from an event, series of events, experienced by us that is both physically and emotionally harmful or threatening, okay, that has a long-term impact on who we are and how we behave in many circumstances. So when you have a trauma, such as what we're in, our basic instinct is, how do we survive? Okay? And our reaction, it comes not necessarily through conscious awareness, but unconscious things we do as we're trying to survive. And when we think about how do we deal with trauma, physically, emotionally, behavioral, how we think, we look at these things, and there's a number of things that we deal. And I want to point some of them out, because I think you may find, I know I did, some of these things really impact you. This is how we're responding. Decreased concentration, disrupted sleep patterns, loss of interest, maybe a little irritable, maybe we're overwhelmed with a lot of things. Maybe we're eating or drinking more than we had, more or less than in the past. So this is how we're dealing with. This is what you're going through now. Just take a look. Which one of these have impacted you? Your responses are normal reactions to these abnormal events. Normal. So why did I talk about this? Okay? You're going to take an online course, and I want to let you know that I understand what you may be feeling as I feel at the same time. So as an instructor, I really want to be sensitive to that. So I wanted to talk about that, say it's okay, but I also want to put in here is that there's new beginnings, there's new hope, there's opportunities. And when you go through the current trends, current events and trends, I think you'll see more of that. These are really opportunities for you to grow as an individual and to build your skills that will be needed as the world progresses. This video, I'm going to do a syllabus review, how to use Canvas, getting to know each other, our current topics and trends, and first deliverable. And as always, if you have questions, please let me know. I'll take a look at the syllabus. I encourage you to read the syllabus to make sure you understand what the course is about, what we're trying to achieve, what a successful student will do, how you will be evaluated, and the structure of the course. Everything is organized in modules so that we can look at them in logical hunks, if you will. This course is essentially designed to introduce you to what finance is and what financial management is within the firm. We will take a look at what the roles of the firm are, and then we're going to take a look at the principles and techniques within the context of the current economic and business environment. And as you know, the pandemic has caused massive upheaval and change in the economy. And it's going to change how work is done, how we look at things. I think the techniques will still be there. How we use them, how we interpret them, what are the variables is going to change significantly. So I'll be updating things as we go along to make it relevant to what's going on today. We've already learned a lot about things that we might have looked at or not looked at in the past in finance are now becoming real issues. So we'll probably go off a little bit and talk about those, especially in the area of liquidity. But again, no matter what role you take in life, understanding the basics of finance are critical. Whether you go into accounting, whether you go into marketing, whether you go into operations, or you want to be a leader, you want to be a manager, you want to be an entrepreneur, no matter what you want to do, these basic concepts will help you for the rest of your life. There's many career opportunities available within finance, and it'll help you in your own personal finances. The successful student will know the roles of financial management, how it relates to the broader economic picture. Understand the financial market, and how does a financial market impact the firm's financial management. So I'm narrowing this down to defining financial markets versus the markets as a whole. Consumer markets, commercial markets, whatever they're selling into. What's the business environment? Cash flow, more important than ever. Understand the basic components of a firm's financial statement and analyze them. It's research and application place. Be able to complete financial ratio analysis and interpret them. What is time value of money? And how do we use it? I mean, I'm sure you know how to compute it, but how do we use it? Understand basic risk, return, and risk management techniques and applications, which is an important part of finance. What is the financial planning and forecasting process all about? Things that the firm does. As again, this is a great example, is that whatever you're going to do, whatever business you're going to need a financial plan and forecast. So we'll take a look at that. We'll look at and encourage you to build Excel models and solve problems and to think. How the course material, I'll provide a lot of material. We have some LinkedIn Learning. And then there's a supplemental background material. Here's the book that a lot of this is based on. It may be a little bit old, but you know, the concepts and the process of a lot of this is just the same. So it'll be how we deliver it today. And that is optional if you'd like. Course is going to be online through Canvas. Everything will be on Canvas, so you won't be having to jump around to different things. If I take you to a different site, the link will come from Canvas and link you directly. How is the course going to be evaluated? Getting to know each other, the first assignment, Bloomberg Markets Essential, 3 quizzes, and an individual application project, which is also will be in 3 parts. The first one we'll talk about in the next video. Bloomberg Market Essentials is the key thing, and it's new. I've added it this semester. It's the primary source of news and financial information in the world of finance. It is the top of the line. Now, normally, if we were in Geneseo, you would do this training on the Bloomberg terminals themselves in the trading room. But due to the pandemic, we have this certification available to you without charge via the web. They offer a 12-hour course called Bloomberg Market Essentials. You need to complete it essentially by the end of the 6 weeks. Okay. Quizzes will be online on designated day. You're going to have from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. to complete the quiz. They're going to be applied because remember, this is open book. Anybody can look up information, but what does it mean and how do you interpret it? Each student is going to complete 3 analyses of a selected public company to demonstrate your ability to apply the concepts. Detailed instructions are provided. Here are the key dates. First day of class, May 18th. Getting to know each other, you need to complete by Wednesday, May 20th. And these are the dates for everything else. Please be aware of them. What we will cover. First, Module 1, an introduction. What's the economic background? What's happening today in the world and its trends? A lot going on there. Markets, business structure, role of finance. What are some of the key concepts of finance? How does a firm start to manage their financial affairs? How does a company make money? All of these are very important. Well, everything is important, but how do we start to tie them together? This gives you the background information. We're not going to just jump right in. Then we're going to take a look at cash flow analysis, tools and ratios. We're going to look at capital structure. We're going to look at planning, risk and risk management, interest rates, risk reward, equities. And in the time of crisis, like we're in now, we may adapt some of this content to reflect the changing approaches to business. Here are many student success resources. I encourage you to read this carefully. We know this is not an easy time for any of us, so please feel free to ask any questions whenever you want. It's an opportunity for you to learn and explore, and some things we're going to learn together. So hang on, and glad that you're with us.